I have a couple of slides I wanted to show you, and that's an explanation why this project is called Privado. And I know this slide is too much. Don't worry, I know it's too much, but it's a relationship of things that we wanted to make obvious. This is not something we explain normally. And Alex was explaining before the story of the bamboo. These are the roots. These are the roots why we are building on top of this, and this is why we think we can be very impactful now. And the discussion is about, you see this number one in each of these points, and some of them, a couple of them, we are not the only ones now. But I can tell you we've been the first one in all of them. And these features relate about privacy. I mean, the Privado word is kind of a sense, but very direct name for us, because our ethos is to respect user privacy in every way we can. So you will see the first one is the client-side CK. So we are the only protocol that enables user to create a proof in the mobile in 3 seconds, 2 seconds. It's kind of a crazy thing. The CK was considered heavy technology back in time, since the beginning. When we started Circum, Jordi was creating Circum, was almost impossible. But Jordi wrote the libraries to do this, and it's a very important feature because the user need to hold keys, need to hold the information to be absolutely private. We have also on-chain verification, so you can send credentials and CK proofs of these credentials to a smart contract. We wanted to solve this for Web3. We wanted to do this on-chain. So it's important that the smart contract is able to verify proofs. And as Andy was explaining, we have now scalability. We have layer 2s. The cost for this is now super reasonable to do. And we can just make use of that. In fact, we are using this already. Private proof of uniqueness means that you can send a proof without revealing who you are. And this is also important to participate in specific applications where you can do only once. So this is something other teams are also building on top. And CK query language is a level of abstraction because CK technology is not very obvious and it's complex in some way if you want to go to the deep part. But we are abstracting this complexity for developers to build, and it's kind of creating some efficiencies here. So we have identity for smart contracts, identity for everything you want. The smart contracts is important because you can create applications that can be used as a source of trust too. We want to create credentials on chain too. So basically we are describing features and options where you can build on top of this, and many teams are using this already. Privacy preserving on-chain payment rails, so private payment rails. So everything on this system of decentralized identity, there will be some value in terms of who is issuing the source of trust and who is consuming that. So it needs to be a way to be doing payments. And this needs to happen potentially off-chain or on-chain. And we want to solve the on-chain with the right privacy. No? Pairwise, the idea is to create an identifier for each interaction. So basically, you can use a fungible identity, and then this is lost for this application. So it's very difficult to trace users, but still you can use your proofs and your credentials from the original identity. So it's something that's very important for interaction of applications. And revocation, on-chain revocation is also critical because revocation usually is a moment where you can get information from the users, and we are respecting the privacy here. So it's a very important thing to do. So this is the foundation. This is the result, the current status. This is not a new project. We have been talking about this. We have an ecosystem of partners, and we are targeting several segments. You can see in the right, Web3, we have several teams that have been integrating our technology already. They have been building on top of IDEN3 protocol, Polygon ID protocol. Now it's Privado ID, but it's our branding basically. But several teams here are, using this technology to benefit from the privacy features. Some of them are verifiers, some of them are wallets. We also have issuers here, but you see that we have been doing an effort of creating, distribution and an ecosystem around this technology. And also you will see here enterprise, like we have consultancy firms, we have also direct enterprises exploring that. Our technology has been already audited and has been, some diligence around our technology to verify that this is something open source. You can contribute, you can edit, you can modify, you can reuse. And these are the teams that are trusting us to build in the future. No? So we have also discussions with a lot of agencies for government projects. Several governments are working on initiatives to create national identity And this is an important use case for us, because if we can get benefit from this credential of a government ID, you can reuse this information across many use cases. So it's about reusability that we are talking about. So also you see the real world asset tokenization. Also we are discussing with some teams, and here banks is an important, because banks are very, are entities that are just checking things very carefully. And this is also a good reference that you see banks auditing and trusting our technology, because this is a movement that will take some time probably for them. We are working on some proof of concepts with these banks, but it's something that we are very excited about because it's also a good reference for our technology. So Sandeep was talking about this, and Sebastian will discuss about the roadmap just in a minute. But basically, we see a lot of opportunities. Why is the moment now? Because you see in Web3 we have evident use cases today. We have the civil resistance is clear, but the regulation is also driving, because MiCA is already there, and we have been also contributing with the European agency to MiCA. Real-world asset tokenization is an important use case that's exploding this year, literally. And you see governance as usual, the continuous use case in Web3, no? But you see the traditional or the internet industry, also regulation is affecting here, because the regulation about age our internet is coming. Most applications today we are being affected for a credential. You need to prove that you are over 18 in several ways, and this is affecting now adult sites, gambling, but it can come even to marketplaces or other applications. So this is also an important trend, and you will have AIDAS also 300 million users with a digital wallet with identity. So this is something we can benefit massively. And there's initiatives also in Africa, ID for Africa, and you will see this traditional payments and open finance systems benefiting from all these users. And then what is coming is the new realities, the AI agents and models that need to be fed from actual verifiable content. The chain of trust in these applications is important, but in this new generation is even more probably. And this is where basically we see a massive opportunity with our technology. So it's not only about identities, this is literally verifiable content if you want. So it's a generic part. So that's what I wanted to say is thank you so much for attending here. In a minute, Sebastian will be discussing about the future. This is the opportunity we see. This is why we think this is the moment of identity. And we are super excited. And we don't have time for questions today, but we can just discuss just here in the next zone. So thank you so much for attending. Thank you.